holy, oh, what the? This is a good week.
It's a decent week.
Holy.
It's decent. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. We're talking action figures today. Kind of a big week. Got a lot of events going on with Walmart Collector Con. Depending on when you're watching this, it's either going to happen or it already has happened.
Yeah.
So, we'll go ahead and break down what's getting released there. Some exciting stuff from Turtles, G.I. Joe. I'm really excited about the Transformer figure that we're going to talk about today as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Welcome back, everybody. All right. Talk NECA real quick here. NECA is participating in the Collector Con, of course. They are doing a Secret of the Ooze Foot Soldier 2-pack. Basically, we've seen these foot soldiers, we've seen these weapon accessories, but redecoed. Their paint apps are a little different, a little lighter, grayer.
Even like the rack, like this 2-pack will basically released like for the first movie, and then they're just saying it's Secret of the Ooze with a lighter gray. A lighter gray. It's all right. It's all right.
They're dingier, the master shredder or the splinter hasn't been around for a while. Mm-hmm. Or sorry, the shredder. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have these foot ninjas, or if you need more and have that variation,
it's another chance.
Yeah,
another chance to army build.
Great 2-pack for $60 there for both of those. Not bad. And there's the packaging and just that normal window packaging that they do. And it is Secret of the Ooze, of course, label packaging. But let's get into this. These were initially released during San Diego Comic-Con. They were exclusives to that convention. As we said when we first talked about them, that they will be released mainline. Now, this is exclusive technically to Walmart during this Collector Con. But with most of the NECA figures, if you miss out on them, just wait. They usually show back up. Even the Turtle 2-packs, the Casey Jones 2-packs, I've seen them in store with April and everything. So for me, I don't feel the pressure to have to get them early, because I know they'll always be there. But $60 for the two Turtles. Here we have Rafa and Leo. Come with the Oni masks, their weapons, and those scabbards as well.
Yeah, if we just look back to history, so when they were first released, of course, they did the SDC set for the first movie, and then they went exclusively to GameStop as single pack, but then they were released doubly as Walmart exclusive. So they were still exclusive to a certain store. So maybe this one, since it's double first, maybe they'll be exclusive single packed somewhere else down the line.
Right, yeah, that definitely is a possibility. So, I mean, that's more than enough chances to potentially get these figures if you haven't. So just wait there. But yeah, no, I think did great on these figures. I love them. They just look so cool.
Yeah, and the amount of cloth goods, especially the sculpt detail for $30 per figure, I think is a great price. A lot better than I think the foot soldier looking both packs. Right, this pack's way better.
This is more worth it, right? The detailing, the sculpt, everything that comes along with it, and it's the Turtles, of course. And they are true to the third movie, of course. They have the bigger, buggier eyes. Jim Henson is no longer working as the puppeteer, or the Henson Company was no longer working as the puppeteers during this movie. So there were some variations in there. But I don't care. I love the Turtles. And of course, the second pack is going to be Raph and Donnie. They do come with their weapons, the Oni masks, as well as a single time scepter. When we were first kind of talking about these figures, we were in love with them, but we were wondering what was going to be exclusive to the convention. And I'm happy the Oni masks are included, because look at that, dude. Just amazing figures. But the exclusives for these will be the fancier time scepter and the broken fancy time scepter. Those two will not get. We'll get the time scepter in the middle, and also we won't get these grimacing faces that are, of course, are compatible with any turtle figures you have. Those were the exclusives to that San Diego.
Yeah, the time scepter I don't really care too much for, but the grimacing, angrier faces, I'm kind of bummed about those, especially because I feel like they're more directed towards to be compatible with your 1 and 2 Turtles figures. Because like you said, the eyes are definitely a lot smaller compared to these Turtles in Time figures. So
you look at Raph especially. That's Raph from
and I love them. I thought they did a great job with these grimacing faces. So it is what it is. But at least we're getting them.
At least we get a chance to get them, right? For those of us that didn't go to San Diego Comic-Con, we can finish out all 3 movies now.
And I love. Some people might not like the buggy eyes, but I think it looks good, especially the Donnie head sculpt. I love the Donnie one.
Yeah, it does look good. And the open mouth too, kind of.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, but there is the offerings from NECA. So happy to get those turtles in time, of course.
Definitely.
All right, let's jump over to McFarlane. They are giving us Redeemer. Now, we've gotten this before, but this is a gold label exclusive to Amazon, and it is the glow-in-the-dark version. And I honestly, worth it just for these wings. To get those, they're big wings. To get glow-in-the-dark wings like that, I think it's really cool. The sword,
that's what I was going to say.
Are awesome.
For me, it's worth it for the sword. Like that, it could be like a necromancer sword. That thing is sick and it's compatible with storylines. I want to buy this just for the sword. And I love the way that fluorescent green is looking with that blue. I think those go so well together that, like we talked about before, like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And a lot of it is dependent on the colors already on the figure. And in this case, I think this is a great choice for the glow in dark version. And he got a lot of the spots that I think makes this figure cool. Like you said, you're excited for the wings. I'm excited for the sword. So just for those two aspects, some people people will just buy it for those two cool things. Because like you said, they're compatible with other figures. Like those wings can be put on other McFarlane figures, and the sword can go with anything really.
Yeah, of course. So really cool. Great little offering there from Redeemer. All right, let's get into some exclusives. But here's kind of just a quick rundown of everything we're going to be talking about here from McFarlane. First up here is a Target exclusive Wave Rider. This is more of the, I believe they're calling it their classic line. I'm not sure how many sublines Todd has, but gold label Wave Rider. And he does have some cool effects. They are kind of his normal running ones, but there's the paintwork on them is a little different.
Yeah, so he's just using the flash effects, right, as fire, which I think is all right.
It's okay.
It's definitely not the best because it's supposed to be lightning, right? It was supposed to be like a speedster Speed Force, lightning force, but it works. And then do you like that extra gray? Do you think it looks good or do you think it looks bad? What do you think?
I'm okay with it. I don't think it, again, I'm more concerned with Flame is the shape of it, and the coloring can be lighter or bluer or yellower or whiter. Yeah, I'm okay with that paintwork, but again, I agree with you. It's the shape of it that's like throwing it off.
It's too straight, but no, I don't think that gray looks bad either. One thing I do love though is, man, that paint looks expensive. That copper paint, that looks nice.
It's very shiny. Shiny.
It's got a nice copper look to it.
Yeah, it looks pretty even. And I think they did a good job on the Flame hair. I think that looks amazing.
And especially one more thing to note is of how well it, like, I don't know if this will come back to us like in retail, but for this like prototype and images, how well the copper paint is going on multiple different surfaces, right? So like on the chest, that's more of like a flat.
Of it.
Exactly, because usually we see a color, a hue change because it's what it's being painted on. Yeah. But as you can see on the shoulder, it's matching, I think, really well with the gauntlets, with the chest. Yeah, it looks good.
Close. Yeah, that is interesting. There's the the artwork on the back there of the box, and there's everything you're getting with him here. So
extra hands.
Extra hands. And next up, another Target exclusive, we get in a Midnighter. And I do like this Batman, or this, Midnighter, but it's just like this brawler, like almost like the comedian from Watchmen figure here. He looks cool. I love the tankiness of him. Yeah,
it's almost like it's especially like a Moon Knight kind of, because it has a moon on his chest and he's using double batons. It's like a Batman Moon Knight.
Yeah, and look at this picture here, man. If I saw that on a comic book or on a toy, I'm picking that up. I love this, like the posing, the artwork here is just beautiful. Makes me kind of want to read Midnighter now.
Yeah, the figure looks great as well. But yeah, the colors even, it's very Moon Knight-ish. Yeah,
it is very
Moon Knight meets Batman.
All right, there's everything you're getting with him. 2 billy clubs, or 2 baseball bats, basically. Fist hands, open hands, card and stand. Not bad for Midnighter. All right, let's jump over to Walmart. For their Collector Con, they are doing a Green Lantern vampire, and he's looking mean. I do like this. I don't know, it's more like a zombie, or I guess not necessarily zombies, maybe the grayness, but just like a fully feraled out vampire. I do like the expression on his face here.
I think in the past you were right. Like some of them kind of look more zombie-ish, but I think for this one, it definitely looks more vampire-ish to me than the previous ones, because the other ones were kind of like undead almost. Yeah. But this one, just with the huge fangs, is just like undeniably a vampire, and it works for me. I think this came out very well, and that artwork, you mentioned, Todd's getting some great images on there.
And I love that they're so big. I mean, you could cut these out, right? You could cut these out, start making a mural of yourself. And so he's just adding value where I personally don't see value, right?
Yeah.
So really cool there for that Green Lantern Gold Label Walmart exclusive vampire Green Lantern. There's everything you get with him. Let's jump over to another Walmart one. We touched on this one. We kind of announced, they announced it, but we are getting the full solicitation here. It will be Gold Label to Walmart, and it's Black Lightning. And I enjoyed this figure. I like this. I don't know the character too much, but I'm more familiar with
You ever watched the CW show, baby? Black Lightning CW show?
I did not watch the CW show. The only CW show I watch is Flash. You know that.
You don't watch what is it? Defenders of
Tomorrow? Yeah, something like that.
Defenders of Tomorrow, yeah. No, yeah, I think it does look good. The gold paint, especially.
And if it comes out that clean.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So great job on the Black Lightning there from Todd. There's everything you're getting with him: extra hands and those power up effects.
And those translucent hands are phenomenal. I think like that is really cool.
Yeah, that does look good. And it's like just like his artwork.
Exactly.
In his artwork, he's bald. What the?
You're right. That's odd.
That happens sometimes with Todd, though.
But honestly, I actually like him better with like the hair, the crew cut.
Yeah,
better than the bald. The bald looks kind of weird.
It looks almost like a lantern. Looks weird. Yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah. No, yeah, I like him like this, especially because also too, I think more. The majority of the public, maybe they might have been they're familiar with the show, and in the show he had his haircut.
Hair. That's true.
Like that. So maybe that's why he thought maybe it would be a better choice to sell.
Who knows? All right. And next up, they are doing a Target exclusive for the Batman the Animated Series, Alfred Pennyworth. So really, really cool here. It's just that, Alfred, you got to have Alfred. He goes along with that Batman so well. Comes a little serving tray. His articulation is kind of just like the normal stuff that we've been seeing. It's not going to be too fantastic, but it's Alfred. You don't need too much.
Exactly.
There's everything you're getting here. 3 sets of hands, man. Not bad.
Yeah, great choice of accessories. And like you said, I think because it lacks so much in articulation, they elected to add tons more accessories and very good accessories, I think.
Yeah.
And me and you saw these when we went hunting in stores, the animated series line.
Yeah, we saw Robin and Scarecrow, yeah.
Yeah, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Batman. We saw the whole wave. And these look way better in person than I think they look in these pictures. Like in these pictures, you might think the articulation's not there. It's kind of like almost like a kiddie toy. But no, man, they are great figures.
Solid figures, and like the proportions, not overly exaggerated, like Justice League Unlimited. It is true to that Batman series, and even then, it really is perfect. And the cell shading isn't that bad. Like I like it, but if you don't, like it's subtle. It's subtle. Yeah. It's subtle. But yeah, there you go. You can finish up your Batman animated series. We'll see if they do more of these. I mean, I'm looking for Poison Ivy. Harley would be cool. Joker would be good.
Harley would be way cool. Yeah. You got to get. No, they will. They got to give us that.
They got it. Yeah, and that's like Mark Hamill too. So
the
Joker version. All right. There he is in box. All right, next up, another gold label. This one is exclusive to the McFarlane Toys store. This is Merciless, and he does this, of course, the patina editions. Gold label is that rusted there. I do want to show you the original version just so we have like a comparison of these two figures. Here's the original Merciless, very shiny metal, that like vibrant blue. But honestly, I dig this. I do like the patina, especially on like these metal figures where it makes sense. It's that subtle bronzing, that oxidization that's happening. I think they did a good job on this one.
Yeah, I think it's one of those sublines that works kind of like with the Black Series, how they have like a bunch of not good ones, but then now they have the holocron. I agree with you. This one, I love the patina versions better than like the sketches or the cell shading, the black and white. I don't really like those sublines, but whenever he does these, I enjoy these. And I love that. I think it's a really good kind of reissue because originally this was a Build-A-Figure, Merciless, and it was during the first year of when McFarlane got the DC Multiverse license. So it's a very old BAF, and it's one that I personally don't have, and I sure a lot of collectors don't have just because it was the first or second wave, I believe, of DC Multiverse. So a great reissue to get another chance, even though it is very different, it still looks good.
I think it still looks great. All right, there's Merciless. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to our HasLab, get you guys updated on that. Last week, we had a growth of 159, getting us to 5,565 backers. We are currently at 5,712, so even lower growth in a week. So 147. So that's a trend, a downward trend now. We'll see what next week brings. But the boys over at Marvel Team, Dwight, Ryan, all those boys, they have been posting consistently. So I definitely see them trying to get the interest there for everybody, trying to get the word out, trying to make sure everyone knows about this, because they've been posting like the test shots, they've been posting paint shots, like tooling test figures of the Giant Man. So a lot of promotion for it, because I feel like they're also getting worried.
Me as well. I'm getting very, very worried. The reason being because these, as we see this week and last week, they've only grown around 150 each. And these were the 2 weeks that you and me both said, like, hey, we're maybe going to see an increase because they did those add-ons of the white antenna, more Avengers Classic accurate, and of the extra eyes. So we thought that we would see a little jump, but it literally had zero effect. Like, that extra add-on had nothing. It affected nothing, because we should have seen that growth in these 2 weeks, if it was anything. So it's a really bad sign. It's a terrible sign.
Yeah, and we're hitting that 11-day mark. The 10 days are coming up here.
Oh my gosh, no.
It's getting closer and closer.
It's scary.
So we'll see what happens. There is always, of course, that big surge at the the last minute, but how much is it? Is it enough? We don't know. Rancor didn't have enough in it. They had a really big surge.
To be honest, personally, this is like the one I think HasLab that, because normally if it doesn't get to like all the tiers, normally I like to just back out. Like, I'm just like, it's not worth it because it didn't get the tiers. But this is one where I think, because like you mentioned this to me, where they factored the value of the figure into the base price, and the add-ons are very like not that. Yeah, they're not that amazing. Where I'm like, oh my gosh, if we don't get that, because it's not a figure. So even if this gets to 10K, I probably won't back out of it.
Won't back out? Okay.
I won't back out. Yeah, because the scroll head and the zombie head, they would be nice, but
yeah.
It's not something that affects me too much, because I necessarily wouldn't really display mine in that. I would just use that more for pictures. That's
just,
right?
Just what I was going to say. Like, those display options are not part of my display.
Yeah, it's for pictures, for fun.
Okay, but yeah, there we go. We'll see how it goes. 147 currently trending downward. See what next week brings. And next week will be kind of the home stretch. It will be. But
that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Maybe because a lot of the times when it gets close to there, people start backing out when they don't hit the tiers. So I'm saying maybe we hit the 10K and maybe that's it.
We'll see.
And people will keep it, right? Because I don't think people, like, maybe they'll agree with me. Like, it doesn't really matter, the tiers.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's jump over to G.I. Joe. Just a couple stuff for their Walmart Collector Con. Again, if you're catching us when this show is premiering at 9 o'clock, it's going to be open in an hour. If you're watching it after that, has already happened.
Is it? I thought it was starting tomorrow on Friday.
You're right. So they will.
Yeah, so it will have already passed, but some stuff might still be in stock.
But let's go ahead and talk about the figures. First up here is the $25 Cobra Shadow Tracker. And this thing looks cool, dude. I love like the venomous snake look. The skull, like that's like a predator prey skull that he's wearing. The dreadlocks, like this guy's killer.
Yeah, I know. And the crazy thing is, like, Walmart is getting a lot of the best G.I. Joe Classifieds figures as exclusives. Like, if you remember the previous Collector Con, they got that, like, I just got it in. Like, it just arrived, like, 2 days ago. It was, like, that blue guy with, like, the blue skull mask and the brain exposed.
Oh, yeah.
It was sick. And then this is kind of the same vibe where it's just, like, it just looks cool. Like, there's no way around it. It just looks cool.
Yeah, it's just cool all around, for sure. It looks really great. Yeah, just venomous, dangerous, predator.
And like 3 different head looks. Come on.
And they're doing that faceplate, It's how you do it. It's how you do it. You get more in there. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. Next up for the Walmart is also the Tunnel Route, but this is the Night Force coloration. So Night Force, all 3 of these are considered Night Force. Here's Tunnel Rat. Basically the same figure, just a redecoed. It's different paint. We've talked about Tunnel Rat before. So
yeah, another chance of the Rat. He's a cool guy.
He comes with cool things.
I just like his name's Rat.
It's Tunnel Rat. All right, and then next up here is Night Force. Night Force. This is the Wolf Spider. Now, this guy looks cool as well. Very ninja operative, but I love the accessories that he's coming with here. Here's just some pretty pictures of his helmet. He comes with those night vision goggles as well. But big old antenna, shoddy. I love the paintwork on his outfit as well.
I like the look of these guys. It just like reminds me of like, like especially that picture where they're swooping down with like the zip line when they break in. So they'll be like, where's Osama? Where's Osama?
SWAT team.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, and any chance to get a pilot helmet like that, love it.
Yeah.
One of those military helmets. Love it.
Great reveals. Gotta love Joe's.
There's the wolf spider. All right, there's all three from the Collecticon from Walmart. Let's jump over to Transformers. Something I'm excited for, as this character has always been my favorites from the first Michael Bay movie and onward. We are getting a masterpiece, Ratchet, and man, it is inspired, of course, from the movies. So love that he is coming from there. The face sculpt is definitely Ratchet, and he just looks great. I love the neon green, man. I love the neon. Emergency green, I guess you could call it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Because sometimes Hasbro and other companies will use like a yellow or like a dark green. But I think this is the true accurate green from the movie.
Yeah.
And of course, it's masterpiece, so they're not going to skip no detail. So they executed it perfectly.
And it looks great in his alt mode as well. Just that classic EMT vehicle, the fire department vehicle that just loaded up. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, man. If I could afford masterpieces, and also too, if they scaled better with Studio Series, I would love to pick one up. But
yeah, that's cool. And honestly, like, I'm actually kind of impressed that they are able to keep that white stripe and the green within the vehicle mode, looking at how much green is on the figure. Right?
You're right. That's such a great point. You're right.
Like, they did a really good job on that. So,
you're right.
there's that masterpiece. $170. It is expensive, but it is, top shelf for sure.
You're actually it's so crazy how like it's like 1/3 of the car is white, but when I look at the figure, it's like the white is gone.
Gone, yeah.
That's crazy.
They did a good job on it for sure. But there's that masterpiece Ratchet. It's great. It looks great. All right, let's jump over to Mezco. Toys. They have a kind of a big reel. A lot of people are excited about this one. They're releasing a King Conan for $100. And he comes pretty loaded, honestly, for the $100 price point. Let's go over just some pretty pictures of him. Here he is holding up the sword. You'll notice here he has like more of like a big puffier cape. Here he has the slimmer cape, more regal cape, and a hammer, different head sculpt. Here's the short hair. This is more of a classic He-Man-ish Conan. And it comes with that cool chest plate. He can also, of course, get stripped down to where he's a little more bare-armed. He's fighting in the desert a little more. And fully unclothed as well. Love the versatility in this figure for Conan. And just looks great. I love that you can just have those different layers of clothing. Honestly, been playing with the Mask of the Red Death. I got that, did a review on it. Stay tuned for that. But I love being able to take the clothing off and like to mess around with the figure and still be able to put it back on. I know sometimes some clothing doesn't come off on figures, and that kind of sucks. But this one you can get fully unclothed or fully clothed, whatever your Conan preferences are. But here's everything you're getting. Getting those 3 head sculpts, 10 sets of hands, base, getting all sorts of weapons. And one thing too is that the torch has a fire effects. I believe that lights up. I'm not sure exactly.
Yep, that's force effects. Yep, force effects.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. Sword, axe, his armor, and you're also getting his kingly cape with lions on there, and the fur cape as well. So just loaded for this King Conan.
Yeah, I think this is one of the rare instances where I think that $100 price point is so worth it.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing too is this is particularly the 3rd issue of Conan. So we had the one that was just like the classic Conan Barbarian, and then there was one that was like a blue had more blue clothing on and kind of no shirt. And I was always bummed I missed those because they kind of went up really high in price already. So I'm definitely not skipping this one. This one looks absolutely phenomenal, and you get so much more stuff than the previous versions. And I think they're following the trend of kind of what Four Horsemen does, where they already had maybe the company gave them, here's the set budget to make this Conan figure. And they did that. And so now this is like the definitive version, because you can essentially get the first look of the first figure. You can't really get the second one because, like I said, it was bluer. It had more blue clothing. Okay. But they're the same prices, but you're getting so much more with this one, because I feel like they had the budget, because they already made the figure basically. It was already done. Yeah. So they could just add to it. So I really appreciate them doing that. And the biggest selling point for me, I think, is is that sheep wool cape.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that thing is so cool. Especially, I think if you're like maybe into like Game of Thrones, you can make like a Jon Snow or anybody from the North custom. Or really, there's just like a lot of versatility, I think, with that sheep wool cape.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks great.
So I think really exciting for the Conan fans or just people who love a great figure. This is looking like it is. Now, again, like you said, that price point, solid. No complaints.
What you're getting, exactly.
Yeah, $100. So, all right, there's that Mezco figure for you guys. Let's jump over to SH Figure Arts. They are giving us a Chainsaw Man, just Denji, right? Non-chainsawed out, and you get a Pachita, of course. So that's really cool. Basically, the same figure, just human, not demon form. So cool.
I think it's a great issue. Yeah, nothing like you need this,
Gotta have it. Yeah, gotta have him in his human form. Also, it is New York. Is it New York Toy Fair? I can't remember what's happening. Or it's New York Comic Con. One of those is happening.
There's some Japanese toy show going on, yeah.
Yeah, and so the SH Figure Arts kind of came out swinging. We got a few photos from their booths. But they did officially announce the Vegeta 24,000 power level. This is when he, first time Vegeta shows up in the show, Dragon Ball Z, and he's got his, his power level scanner. And look at that face, man. That is like the over 24,000. So I love that he gets that face.
No, so it's referencing his power level.
Oh, okay.
Right? And because it would be over 9,000 for Goku.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so the 2400 is referencing his power level.
So this is like when he was younger.
Right? Yeah, because it's from based off like exactly. Yeah. And what was odd though is I was seeing a lot of people comment saying this Vegeta looks off, it looks weird, the proportions look off, and the face looks off. It's like, bro, it's because you probably are just like you maybe just see like the clips. Because if you definitely watch it, there's like a big change in the art style.
Vegeta changes, yes.
No, not just Vegeta. I think everybody. Like if you look at Gohan and Goku, their foreheads were a lot bigger, and their shapes were more like Dragon Ball. And I think maybe it was just Akira Toriyama,
just transitioning.
He was transitioning, so he was still kind of using that big, almost baby-like proportions, where it's a big head, little body and limbs. And then as he got I think towards Android and Cell, the art style solidified. And so this is accurate. Like the chest plate might look like a little bit larger, and of course the head is like large, but that's exactly how it should look.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely were a lot more bulbous, and so there you go.
It also helps, and I think the reason why they did this maybe was because this figure has been released twice before, but at least this way it's for people maybe that missed and they want a Vegeta Insane Armor, but also collectors that already have Vegeta Insane Armor can get this because it's a very different look.
Right, yeah. Definitely plays both parties there, for sure. All right, but there's Vegeta again. Another one here from Dragon Ball GT. Interesting that they are finishing up some friends there. You're getting Goku when he got reverted back to a kid. You're getting Pan, and man, look at that Trunks. I swoon for Trunks, man. I love Trunks. So to get a different version of Trunks, oh man, looks
good. I prefer the blue hair. I like blue hair. I like blue hair. Okay, but the purple hair, it does appear, right? It
does. It's GT. Here's Pan. Just all kitted out. Her and Goku hang out all the time. So I think they did a great job. I love the interpretation here.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a lot better than the P Bandai Dragon Ball Super Pan, just because that one was so young and they were charging $50 for like a 5 POA figure. Whereas this one, she's a lot older because it's GT. And so they could pack, I think, a bit more articulation than they could in the previous Pan.
I agree. And then there's our boy Trunks. Man, just looks so good, dude. Love his outfit. Love his mascot there. And then here is Goku in the GT outfit that he wears. And
I like the GT outfit. I think it works well.
Especially when he goes Saiyan. I think it does look cool.
Yeah.
All right. And then also they announced a Super Saiyan God Goku. And this is from Super. And honestly, I don't know what it is, but and these are in-hand pictures from Toy Art. The face, the painting on, I don't know what it is, the lighting, it looks like very flat. It almost looks like Dragon Star level quality here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the red, but I'm not feeling it.
I can see that, but I would also say it's kind of the same thing we're running into with that Vegeta, where in Super, the art style did change a lot. personally, I think for the worst. For me, I love the Dragon Ball Z and Super Z, always Z. The art style in there was top notch, and the problem was I just think because of technology, because they want to save money, and it became more of like about the money and less about the anime with Super, and so it was just about how to make these things cheaper. And so you could tell like it was all still 2D, like it didn't look like 3D, but it looked like there was like some software that they were using almost to like fill in stuff. At least that's what it looks like to me.
Fill in frames.
Something, yeah, exactly. Like it wasn't CG, but there was something going on where there was just less detail. And so you're right, it does look like Dragon Stars, but I also think that's how he looks in the anime. Like it's a lot of softer tones, and there's not as much scratching and scruffs like in Z and Dragon Ball. So you're right though. I personally don't like the look of it, but I think it's accurate.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'll see how the rest of it goes. But let's go ahead and keep going here. Yeah, we'll see. All right, just a quick update on the figure that we talked about.
You know what though?
Yeah, what's up?
Another thing too, it's also because when he goes Super Saiyan God, he actually in the anime like de-ages, so he becomes a younger version because he goes like a god. So it's supposed to like put him like where like his prime year was, and so that also maybe has to do with it where they're saying like they have to show some
softer, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just remembered that. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But yeah, let's go over to Storm. They were kind of been dabbling with 1/6 scale figures. We talked about the Fist of the North Star Kenshiro. Here is the full solicitation. We only got a teaser last time. Just wanted to update everybody. Me as a Fist of the North Star fan, it is cool to see this. Disappointed it's not 1/12, but like Josh said, I'm excited to see some more competition in the 1/6 scale. $255. It looks just like it did, like Josh called leather, and it is full leather. So that does add some potential for decay or some destruction that might happen on that figure. But it is 1/6 scale. Like Josh also said, Josh can kind of see these things a little better than I can. Seamless body joints, right? It's a seamless figure with wire underneath. Comes with 8 pairs of hands, leather jacket, leather pants. I mean,
but look what it says. It says authentic leather jacket, authentic leather pants, which means that
it's not leather.
It's not. So that $250 price point, I was gonna say like that's almost like the same as like what Hot Toy figure costs, but Hot Toy uses fake leather. They use the faux leather, right? Yeah. So if this is authentic, honestly, it's not going to degrade as faster. Plus, you can buy like oils that you can apply every couple of years, and will preserve it even in like humid areas. So if they're using real leather, that's good.
And that definitely extends the life of it, and you can care for it.
Exactly.
Just like anything that's leather. And so, but yeah, man, looks great. Everything is removable, which was nice. Just a closer look at that seamless body. I've never actually messed around with a seamless body, but I'm wondering how those folds will happen when you do bend it.
Yeah, I mean, it is, to me personally, I think it is a negative. I always don't like because a lot of 1/6 collectors really harp on not being able to see joints. Like that's their whole thing. They're like, I'm paying this premium price, I don't want to see any joints.
Right.
Which is why there was like that uproar with that Spider-Man 2019. Yeah. So it's like a thing in the 1/6 community. They just harp on that. But the silicone's gonna break. I've seen Hot Toys figures that are silicone bodies, like overlays, and they crack because it's just rubber. It's just the way it is. Like if you look at the TMNT heads, like for those movies, right? It cracks. No matter even if you keep it in like an airtight, take the best care of it, it's gonna crack. Right. The Ahsoka Hot Toys is like this, and honestly, I don't even move it because I don't want to crease it or do it, and so
it make it leather faster. It
makes it not posable. Yeah, I would have preferred if they did hard plastic and I could see joints. I don't mind it.
Mm-hmm. And I wonder, where they are into that 1/6 scale. Do they have to cater to those types of fans? Right. You're right. That's a great point. Yeah, because like Fist of the North Star is very like dynamic person. Like Kenshiro fights hard. You're right. No, that's definitely it. Because we're 1/12, and so we're like, who cares? We're used to that. But I think 1/6, when they see it, it's like appalling to them. Right. So just a quick update on that, Kenshiro. Probably won't touch on it any more 1/6 scales, but some Star Wars figures come around every so often. All right, let's go ahead and take it around the net. $200. for a
Dang it.
Noble 6, 1,000 toys Halo Reach re-edit of Noble 6. 1,000 toys, of course, they do a really great job on their figures. Very, very amazing detail.
Have you played with one?
I've seen them. I have never played with one.
I've never seen it.
But I've seen the 1,000 toys there. They did a 1,000 toys Chappie, right? That's my grill.
So that's the 1/6, right? The 1/6.
Yeah, the 1/6 one. This is 1/12. This is 1/12. Just to be clear on that. So that is cool. That's great, and it has that chrome plated visor. You know, that rivals Jazzwares right there. Or no, Jada. Who does those?
No, I think it's Jazzwares.
Okay, it's Jazzwares. Yeah, because Jazzwares knocked it out of the park with their visors. So it's cool to see that this chrome is
at 1/10 of the price of this too. Those guys are crazy.
So, but yeah, looks like a great figure. Comes with rocket launcher. Comes with the Halo Reach assault rifle hands. Yeah, I mean this is really cool. But $200. I mean,
it's just not worth it. It's just
I feel like there's just not enough.
Yeah, it's not. No, the price is absolutely outrageous, appalling, because I was so excited for this when I saw this, and I was unaware of the price until now. You just showed me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm definitely going to get this. I have to get this. Because there was the Chief, but that Chief was more like, almost like a Legends Chief that they did.
Okay.
Right? Do you remember that, the 1,000 Toys Chief? It was at GameStop.
So.
It was like GameStop. So it was like $150, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's been on sale for like $100 now. But that one was $150, and I think it even came with more stuff than this one. But it looks so good, but there's no way. There's just no way $200. Like I would rather get a 1/6 scale figure from Hot Toys at that price.
That's a Giant Man.
You're right. Oh my gosh, you're right. I'd rather get a Giant Man than this. Exactly. No way. Yeah, Giant Man's worth it.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, again, that price point is insane. I understand that you're making quality toys, and maybe there's some metal thrown in there. I don't know, but yeah, it's out of reach for me personally. And it sucks because, like, especially if they do the whole team, I don't know if they would do the whole team. Reach is a perfect thing to do a whole team. That would be amazing. I mean, especially if you get different head sculpts with the other friends, because you have to.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
just
again,
sad.
Jazzwares didn't even give us alternate heads for the second half of Noble Team.
Todd did.
Yeah.
Todd did.
That's the man, though.
No, yeah, it's just sad because it's such a good figure. It looks so insane, and it's 112. And like you said, if they start to make that whole team, oh my gosh, that'll just suck. But maybe they'll do like because it seems like they're doing like the characters that you play. Maybe next they do rookie would be sick. If they do a rookie, if it's $200, I don't care. I'll buy it. If it's $200, I don't care.
If they did a rookie, dude, from ODST,
yeah, I don't care.
Oh man, Jazzwares needs to do ODST for us. Finish that.
Jazzwares needs to lose the license. I'll tell you that much.
Fair enough. All right, let's go ahead and talk just real quickly. We want to mention that Mythic Legions did do a full reinforcements wave 2 that they're doing. We kind of talked about the first figures that were released, but there is all of them. You're getting some really cool figures as army builders, and they will be available here soon. And I think I'm really happy with the figures that were released. Now, you were hoping for elves, didn't get any like full elves, but I think we got some really cool ones here. But yeah, if you guys do want a full breakdown of the video of this wave from Mythic Legions, go ahead and click up on that top right corner to check out our full breakdown of the reinforcements wave 2. All right, but that's gonna go ahead and do it for us today. We are doing our road to 1,000 subscriber giveaway, where we're giving away some figures. Let's go ahead and let John take it away. Today we are announcing our road to 1,000 subscribers giveaway. In this giveaway, we're going to give away one lucky subscriber their choice, this figure or this. So we're looking at a Migs Mayfield, as well as Art Commander Havoc. All right, and once we have reached our goal of 1,000 subscribers, we will pick a global winner across all of our weekly podcast episodes. So make sure you're commenting down each week for multiple entries into the giveaway. Be sure that you are subscribed to our channel if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our content here. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to show some love and smash that like button. All right, let's head back to the pick of the weeks. All right, Josh, what do you think?
Toy Story pick it for me. Let me see. Honestly, I would have said the 1/6 fig, the freaking the Noble 6, but the price point is just too egregious. No way.
It's a lot.
So for that reason, he's out. Let me see what else we have.
Conan was pretty cool. The Ratchet was cool.
No. I know it's got to be Conan.
You
the
going
Conan
Conan?
Barbarian. Yeah, that's a must get for me. That sheep wool looks so good.
It is a solid figure, and I love the versatility of it. All the different versions.
And the price point is not crazy because sometimes they even go to 120. I'm surprised that they did not charge 120 for how much this comes with.
I agree. Very solid price point, especially from Mezco.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, gotta be Conan.
For me, I'm going Turtles, man. I'm going Turtles in Time. I'm so happy that we're getting these sets. I understand they're Walmart exclusives, but I know there's going to be more opportunities to catch them if I don't catch them now. And just to complete the movies, you got Secret of the Ooze Turtles. Now we got the Turtles in Time movies. Wait,
do you have 2 sets of Turtles? Did you get the Secret of the Ooze?
I do have the Secret of the Ooze Turtles.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. I did it. I'll get the Turtles in Time one because it's different enough, but the Secret of the Ooze, I was like, nah, I'm not getting a whole other set.
The faces are different.
That's it. Yeah. Nah, you're crazy.
I'm still missing that Kino, man. I held Kino in my hands. One of our comic shops here, the Nerd Store here locally in Utah, they brought some of those convention exclusives, man, and I opened up the package. It was so cool to see that figure, but I don't have that.
They'll re-release him.
Or Danny. I still don't have Danny.
No, I don't know about the re-release Danny, but they'll re-release Kino.
We'll get Kino, just probably with no moped.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm going Turtles. Turtles in Time here, man. That's gonna be my pick of the week. All right. Of course, let us know down below your pick of the week. And as always, keep collecting, keep playing. May the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.